What do gardeners do during the winter months? Well, today is a beautiful day. It's not as cold as it normally is. It's been in the past. So I decided that today I'll go into the garden and start a little repair work. So as you notice, this prefab chicken coop roof has completely fallen in. Let's take a look. I just want to show you guys. It's a prefab. Now, I did not purchase this chicken coop. It was actually given to me as a gift, and I really appreciated it at the time. I didn't have a chicken coop at the time that I received this one. I didn't have my carpenter build me one from scratch until later. I realized I needed a larger one for the birds, the amount of birds that I had at the time. So it served its purpose, but I just wanted to show you, underneath this like shingle, asphalt shingle, it's actually particle board. I believe that's what they call this. Now, I'm not the strongest person with my hands, and I'm able to just crumble it, break it up with my hands. Because it's just, that type of material. So it's definitely not durable. And that's not to bash the manufacturer or anything. I'm just showing you what I discovered with this particular coop that I have. And these are the shingles that was covering the board, and it just began to sag and cave in. Just after rain, many months of rain, it just fell in. He is to replace this roof. I am not a roofer. I am sure there's another way to do it, but I am just showing you what I'm going to do today. How I'm going to address. I'm just going to use the materials that was left here from my carpenter. Now notice this side of the coop. It is still sturdy. It doesn't have any holes in the roof. It's not leaking on this side. It almost looks like it's brand new, doesn't it? And that's because of the water was able to run off instead of settle and collect in a certain spot, and then that just weakened that spot. So my goal today, just going to show you what I'm going to do, how I'm going to take care of this problem. I'm not going out and purchase any wood, shingles, or roofing paper. I'm going to use everything that the carpenter left here and other people left on their past projects. Now this board, I didn't even have to cut because it was left by the carpenter that built my larger chicken coop. Now I'm not sure about wood and all of that, but I believe this is a 1/4 inch thick board. I just wanted my board to be thicker than what was previously up there. Now he also left some roofing paper, and I'm going to use that roofing paper today. If you see the webs that's on the paper, you definitely could tell it is not new paper, but it will serve the purpose. I'm so glad I kept some of these things around that he left. I'm going to use my stapler. I'm going to staple that paper to the board. Now that paper, roofing paper, it come on a large roll, and I just cut some of it because that roll is heavy and shingles are heavy. So I just, I cut off what I thought I needed. Now I want to say at the time that I received this coop, it was perfect for my need at the time. It served a great purpose for that time, but for long term, I I don't think that this would be the way to go. If you just want to experiment, at first keeping raising chickens, then this would be, okay to start out. But for as long term, I just don't see it, unless you, now I'm removing this frame that was holding the roof on. So I'm going to remove that frame. You're going to replace the roof, and the door hinge broke off months ago. Now I did have, and I'm not trying to bash the young people that live with me, but I did have them. So I did, as I was saying, I had some young people. Young people don't always treat your stuff the way, you treat it. They don't always, treat it with care. So I had them helping, sometimes they'd come and feed my chickens. One day, the hinges tore off. Another day, I come back to the coop, and the roof have a crack in it, which got worse later with water. So I tried to cover it up with a tarp and some other material. I can't put it all on the manufacturer. Nobody seemed to know what happened. Now right here, I'm going to drill some holes in the board to secure the board to the frame here. I'd already removed the screws previously. I don't think you guys needed to see all of that, but I removed some screws, and I want to secure the board, because if I don't, of course it's going to blow off. Strong wind come, it's going to blow the board off. Now I'm going to add this roofing paper. I'm just going to cut it to size and staple it down. Now I do realize that I made a mistake. I should have started with the roofing paper, putting the roofing paper on at the bottom of the board, but I started at the top of the board. Like I said, I'm not a roofer, I'm not a carpenter, but I am just doing what I can do to prevent further damage to the chicken coop. Now, the roof is bad, of course, but the actual structure, the frame, is still good. So I want to protect that. Now you see me using nails to install the shingles, the asphalt shingles. And then I realized I could still use a stapler. Now, and it worked. And it secured the shingles very good to the board. Now, if you're doing a house, no. But if I was doing a dog house or chicken coop, absolutely, I would definitely use the stapler again. Now, even though it's the winter months, we've had a few days of nice sun, so the asphalt shingles are able to lay flat and kind of glue themselves together, kind of fuse together there. And you see how I try to lift it up a little bit there. You know, they were curled